For this project, we're using really simple materials, just 2x4s and a pre-bought butcher block top. What we're doing is we're going to take the 2x4s and glue them together and put them in some clamps. Alright, so here we got the clamped up stuff. What we're going to do now is just unclamp it and take it to the joiner and knock off those corners right there and hopefully get those flat, and then maybe send it through the planer on the other side to get the other side flat. So what we'll do, I'll set up the camera and I'll start taking it apart. It's not a whole 24 hours, but pretty close to 24 hours. I'm going to set the joiner up here. We're going to do some tapers. I got it to where it just won't hit that thing, and that's what we're going to use as our reference point. I can measure it and figure out exactly what we're doing, but I don't really care. I just want a nice little taper on it, so we'll just do that and tighten it. So now what we'll do is just we'll run all these legs to that point. We'll hit it, stop, lift it up, turn it, same thing, and so on and so forth. So what you'll see is the process going through. We'll go ahead and go. Alright, so got all those done, now we'll take it off. Subtle taper. All it is a 1/4 inch. I got an 1/8 of an inch there. All right, you can see down there we got our tapers done. So now we can start screwing this stuff together. All right, setting that thing up for pocket holes and drill pocket holes.
3 on each side.
And I'll repeat the process on all of them. All right. So I made a spacer here. What I'm going to do is just take 2 of the legs, put them in between the spacer, like so. And I got the cut line, the edges up here. It's hard to tell sometimes, but that's what I got. Now, what I want to do, set this in here. And then pocket hole that in there, secure it. We're gonna put that on the top, and that gives me a nice little gap right there, and it will stay consistent through the process. So. All right, so here I am just sanding down all the surfaces, getting ready for finish. So what I want to do now is put the shelf in so I can sound around the edges and everything with the sander. And what we're going to use is pocket screws again for this project. And I already drilled the holes, and I think you can see that on the other video. So we're going to set that down like that. And I'm got the smaller ones, not the 2.5 inch ones. Now I'll do a good sanding on this as well. All right, so walking around, you can kind of see these bottom edges on this thing. I flipped it over so you can see. What I'm gonna do is just put the plugs in there, and so you can't see it, or it's less noticeable, because you'll probably still be able to see them, but it'll make it less noticeable that there's something there. Well, I'm going for the natural look on this thing. So what I'm gonna do is use these probably acrylic clear matte finish, and just do this on the base. And then I got some butcher block conditioner that we're going to use for the top, so I'll show you that here in a second. But just a simple clear matte finish, see what it looks like. All right. Butcher block top. Got the poly on the bottom. Now we'll take the tape measure, get them all equal size, and pocket them up. So I got the butcher block conditioner, food grade, and the directions are: apply warm and allow deeper penetration into the wood. Use a clean cloth and apply it in the direction of the wood grain. Let it soak for 20 minutes. Wipe off any excess and buff the wood to a nice sheen. To season a new cutting surface, apply 3 to 4 coats before using. So we'll just do that. 3 to 4 coats, let it sit for a little while, and go from there. So what I want to do first is blow off all any dust or anything on there. So. Let it soak up as much of that oil as possible. All right, so this is the finished product we got here. We got the nice butcher block top. The oil is nice and seeped in. And we got a nice little shelf down here for all your kitchen accessories that you might need. So appreciate it, and go ahead and hit that subscribe, hit the like button.